Welcome to the Bogart Effect, a wealthy wisdom podcast. Please see important disclosure information at the end of the presentation.
Related to it, DAFs. What's a DAF?
DAF is a donor advised fund, and it's basically a way to charitably give all in 1 year, I guess is one way to put it. So if you need a benefit in 1 year, you can get whatever the deduction is in that 1 year, but then actually gift it to the charities in later years.
Yep. So the beautiful thing about a DAF is that you can front load, for example, like if you're going to give away, let's just say $1,000 a year, and all of a sudden you have a big taxable year, like I was just describing here. Well, maybe instead of doing, 1 year's worth of giving directly to charity, let's go ahead and do it into the donor advised fund. DAF, right? So you can get advantage of having that larger deduction while you're in a higher income year. And then you can give it to the charities over an extended period of time.
And the DAF is also invested.
Correct. Yeah.
So the money will grow in that as well.
You give it away that year, you get the deduction that year. And then so by the way, the best thing to put in these is highly appreciated positions. I always say to any individual that is any type of philanthropically inclined, if you have highly appreciated positions of stock, you should be giving those away, not writing checks to nonprofits. The DAF is one of the most fantastic vehicles for doing that because you can put the funds into the donor advised fund. Your security, let's just say you bought a stock at $10, it's now worth $100. Well, if you had to sell that stock to be able to make the donation, you now have that $90 worth of gain coming back. You're going to have to pay long-term capital gains, right? So that actually is costing you more, whereas the charity doesn't actually have to pay taxes. So the nice part is that you're able to give them that $100 per share, right, in this example, without having to realize the $90 gain. By the way, if you were just going to write a check for it, I do this, right? So I'll own this. If I was just going to write a check for it.
The previous presentation by Bogart Wealth was intended for general information purposes only. No portion of the presentation serves as the receipt of or as a substitute for personalized investment advice from Bogart Wealth or any other investment professional of your choosing. Different types of investments involve varying degrees of risk, and it should not be assumed that future performance of any specific investment or investment strategy or any other non-investment related or planning services, discussion, or content will be profitable, be suitable for your portfolio or individual situation, or prove successful. Neither Bogart Wealth's investment advisor registration status nor any amount of prior experience or success should be construed that a certain level of results or satisfaction will be achieved if Bogart Wealth is engaged or continues to be engaged to provide investment advisory services. Bogart Wealth is neither a law firm nor accounting firm, and no portion of its services shall be construed as legal or accounting advice. No portion of the podcast content should be construed by a client or prospective client as a guarantee that he or she will experience a certain level of results if Bogart Wealth is engaged or continues to be engaged to provide investment advisory services. Copies of Bogart Wealth's current written disclosure brochure and Form CRS discussing our advisory services and fees are available upon request or at www.bogartwealth.com.